It says, my name is Natalie Barden, and I wanted to tell the president that only police officers in the military should get guns. If people want to do it as a sport, then they could go to a shooting range and the guns would not be able to leave there.
So that the only people that had guns were military personnel and law enforcement, and if people needed guns for sport, that they could go to a range and the guns would have to stay there. That was my 10-year-old daughter. That was all her own original thought.
Why do we need 30-round magazines or cartridges? There's no one in this room here that's got the capability, mentally or physically, to take on 20 people or 15 people where you would need 30 rounds of ammunition.
And every one of those hands is a reason why those weapons should not be out in the general public.
I want to just put my arms around them and tell them that I love them. I want the children to be the basis for our solution.
Him for strength.
I was talking to you before we began, and one of the things you were saying is you don't want to have hate or anger in your heart.
No, I had said that to Jack, that it's okay to be angry because, sure, we have anger and we're upset and we don't know why, but I told Jack that he could never live with hate. Grace didn't have an ounce of hate in her. And so we have to live through Grace and realize that hate is not how our family is, and certainly not how Grace is. And I know all those beautiful little children, they didn't have any hate in them either. So we'll just take the lead from them, and we will not go down that road, but we'll let them guide us.
It's a hard thing, though, isn't it, to not feel that?
We're going to go on, and we're going to use her positive energy to help guide us forward.
One of Gracie's favorite things to paint or draw was a peace sign. And she just had a birthday in November when she turned 7, and she requested, I said, what would you like your cake to look like, Grace? And she said, I want a purple cake with a turquoise peace sign and polka dots. And sure enough, her cake was purple, turquoise, and polka dots. It was totally Grace. It was so colorful.
It's one of a kind, too.
And it was she was all about peace. She really was. And I was looking the morning after, I was in the bathroom, and I used to dry her hair next to the window, and the window would fog up, and she would write notes in the window to me. And on Saturday morning, I was standing at that window in the bathroom, and it had fogged up, and I looked, and there was her peace sign in the window, and I was like, that's a sign from my Grace. And the paint above it said, Grace, Mom, and she drew a heart. So she was all about peace and gentleness and kindness.